guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. If you're returning, thanks for checking us out. This week we got out and adventured at Frontenac Farms with some friends and some full-size rigs. It's been a while since I've been out doing full-size stuff, and man, have I missed it. Such a good time out here. This is Tim and his JK. This is just definitely not just any old JK. This thing's on tons, Dana 60s, 40s, I think. And then sweet V6. That thing is, I don't know, those JK V6s, they got a good sound to them. I've always kind of liked them. But Tim and this thing just making it through. He kicks ass in this thing. When I first met Tim, I thought this was just another JK on, 40s and Dana 44s, and then started looking at this thing, and it's a super well built rig and super capable. We got Joey's XJ on Super Duty tons. He's running coils all the way around on it, and I believe he's on 40s as well.
That's why I'm like 8 kilos over.
This is Joey's first run with the new 6.0 in there. He used to have a 5.3 in it, then ran into some oil pressure issues, so got himself a running truck with a 6.0 and swapped that over. So this is his first run out with it in a while, and he's running Mickey Thompson Baja Pro X's. You can see those things are just cleaning themselves out. So here we got Kyle and his 4-wheel steer TJ. The only thing that's really TJ anymore is like the cowl. This thing is also LS powered. Tim was the only guy out with our group today that was not LS powered. So Kyle and this rig are tuned in. Kyle's a great driver, and the way he works that rear steer, as you'll see throughout this whole video, guys, you stick around, he's smooth with it. It's, a lot of guys you'll see running rear steer, they kind of, they'll have to stop to work their rear steer, whereas Kyle's just right on the fly, doesn't even stop. He's smooth with it. I believe him and his dad built this rig, and Joey throwing mud at us.
Those fucking Mickeys.
Kyle's got some worn down Super Swampers here, so they're getting their workout. As you guys can see, it's super muddy. But yeah, Kyle and his dad did all the work on this buggy themselves, and man, they did a hell of a good job. I have ridden in this once, up a trail, if you guys have ever been to Frontenac, up a trail called Salty, and whew, she kicks ass. But this mud's definitely not letting people stick lines today.
Oh, you're just wheeling and braille.
very tight fit, even as you can see for a rear steer guy. But Kyle using that LS power to make it happen. Even with the rear steer, yeah, sometimes you just gotta whomp it. Him sneaking out of the woods. So guys, this is Tyler driving Crazy Scott's buggy. You guys have seen this on the channel before. 6.2 liter LS2 buggy on 46s, Dana 80s front and rear, full hydro, obviously. And this rig is just badass. You guys can check these guys out at Neo Scott. That's NEO_Scott, SCOT, on YouTube. Go check out and follow those guys for some sweet buggy action, trail work or shop work and stuff like that. You can see those 46-inch USD stickies just taking the ground with them. This is the first time I had seen this buggy since Scott had chopped off the rear of the buggy. He took about 2 feet off the back, and man, it makes a difference. But yeah, this is Tyler driving. He's 15, and this kid has just been killing it since he was like 10. So, and man, he's just, the kid drives better than a lot of people we see out wheeling. So here we are walking up a trail called Avalanche. This trail has definitely gotten a lot more filled in over the years. And Tim was leading the pack. So Tim was the only guy not running full hydro, and I think after this trip, I know he was having steering issues. I think he's going full hydro finally. It's definitely something I need to do in my full-size rig. If you've been around the channel long enough to know my red Cherokee on 42s and tons, coilovers all the way around. The first and only time I had it out after the ton swap and dove nose and everything, I ripped the steering box off the frame, and I should have just gone full hydro in the first place. This is a super technical or like tough corner. You can either send it super high and just slide down onto your rockers and hope you slide around it, but it would take some speed, or you got to get over that rock, but you're also against the big rock on the right. So it's a challenge for sure. So Tim's definitely getting a lot more experience and comfortable in the seat on this thing. Not scared to try the bigger obstacles. It's cool to watch people progress. I got to give a shout out to Tim for letting me ride along. I definitely appreciate it because I obviously am not going to be getting my rig out anytime soon. So Tim, thank you for letting me ride along. We got Kyle trying that line. Little electric slide action. God, that thing just sounds good. Nice and throaty. As you guys can see, that's not a small rock that you're up against. And there I just took a digger. Ended up breaking my GoPro stick, so made the rest of the day pretty challenging as far as recording. Tyler making it around that high side with the 46s and the whoop-ows. Crazy Scott running ORIs there on this thing, and they work. That 500 horse, 6.2 liter, just getting it done. So we've moved up. We're on a trail called Something Else here at Frontenac Farms in Frontenac, Minnesota. So this is a real tight pinch. I've made it many times on my baby Jeep. You know, an XJ on 35s. This is Patrick and Bernice. That was a completely built tube chassis that he designed and built himself. Very good job done on that by Patrick. Tyler's showing us that those rocks aren't
Got a little sideways in there.
an issue for him. But yeah, that's definitely an obstacle that'll get a lot of people hung up. So yeah, Patrick's got, I believe he's running 42s on this thing, and trailing arm rear setup. Kings all the way around. So this is coming up a trail called Visor, right here at the top. Scott's gotten behind the wheel now because things are gonna start getting a little rowdy. So here's Scott going up full tilt now. You go up visor, and then you can go up full tilt on the left or Nugent on the right. So Scott's taking the tougher of the two lines. Throwing rocks at me while he's doing it. You should get a sign on the back of that thing that says stay back 100 feet. Because it will definitely throw rocks 100 feet. So here we got Kyle. Smoke rolling off the tires there.
You go that way or that way? That way's harder. Yeah.
Got Joey coming up. They're Kyle and Joey going up Nugent here. So I think this is Joey's first run out with the 4-link up front now, because he was running a 3-link. Was running into some problems. So I believe he's running an IRO rear setup for the 4-link and a custom front. Tim's taking the hard way to the ball. So here we go. We're up a trail called Salty now. So this is one of the 2 hardest trails at Frontenac Farms. This is one of the 2 longest trails. It's crazy. Scott trying to crawl it here. Come on. Those 46s smoke. I remember being at S'more once with them. We hit 3rd gear trying to get up a waterfall, and they were smoking for sure. I moved the camera for fear of hitting it. Gravity's not the friend here. This just got pretty sketchy here. You can see started the roll there. So we hooked up the cable just to be safe, so we didn't roll down the hill. As you guys can see there, it's mainly there for just safety. So there's like a couple levels to this trail, and this is like level 1. If you guys look up here, you'll see a bunch of sparks shoot out of the right front wheel. And we haven't figured out what that was. So this is like up to the top of just where we were at. This is Tim's first ride in the buggy, and he definitely had a smile glued on his face the whole time. But you see me just getting pelted with dirt and rocks. Yeah, but it's hard not to have a smile on your face when you're riding or driving this thing. I've driven this thing quite a few times, and God, it's so capable, it's so fun. There's definitely some Austin power moves here. You know, 300-point turns. These are some tight, like, almost switchbacks in here on this trail. What I love about the GoPro is now that with like full-size stuff, I can set the camera on a good, viewpoint and run away, so that I'm not constantly getting, rocks thrown at me. You guys can see there, even up the trail a ways, he's still throwing rocks down past us, or dirt. This is the trail that I've ridden up with Kyle before. In his blue buggy. As you guys can hear, I'm pretty winded. This is a very, very steep climb. just like that, what I thought was going to be a tough obstacle was gone. I didn't really have a safe place to go up, so here to film him going up this waterfall. Man, that thing is rowdy. So Tim wanted to go do something else now that he had figured out his steering issues, or got it worked out, so it was at least working. So he wanted to try something else. So this is a trail called something else, just from a different viewpoint. This is that same big rock. I mean, I've seen some trucks on 44s and stuff like that. I've winched trucks through with 44s on them up through this trail, over this rock and stuff. It doesn't look like it's that much of anything, but that's where it gets a lot of people. Again, I made it through my Cherokee on 35s, and it's all about tire placement and knowing your rig, driver skill. Not saying I'm the greatest driver there is, but I can usually get her done.
Just hold it, yeah.
See Kyle throwing some mud at me. So this is a trail just right up from something else. This is called Big Johnson. This is probably the hardest obstacle on the part of Big Johnson right here. On the driver's side is a big slanted rock, then a ledge right at the front of that. So you got to go up and pivot, as we'll see Tim do here. Looks like I got a little captain in me there.
Yeah, bump it. Driver and bump it. Stay driver, stay driver, stay driver. Right there. Driver. No passenger.
This is another one I made a couple times with the Cherokee on 35s.
But it's a lot of yeah, but
like Kyle said, not too much diff, just a lot of diff.
That's about where I got.
So this is a nasty pinch, as you can see Tim beating up those rocks there.
And you got a big one, right? Yeah, I know. Stop.
Kyle's commentary in the background, if you heard that. Dude's pretty damn funny.
I found that the right side is not the side to go.
This is the trail that ripped the steering box off my
I think that's what's fucked the steering
Jeep.
on big Jeep. made it so you can't get up now.
So this is right where I was standing.
You tore it up. Dang mall crawlers.
Damn mall crawlers.
So you can see his front tires on that slanted rock I was talking about.
Oh,
His passenger's kind of hanging
little
out down
bump
in the
right
hole.
there,
Another big killer is right as you get your front tires to it. There's that big rock at the bottom that grabs your dip.
Driver up front.
It's fun to see as you go on the different lines and stuff you're able to take with rear steer. That was the kind of something that took me some getting used to, like spotting is what rear steer will do and what what it'll do to the front and how it counteracts.
Let me know when garbage day is. I'll swing by and pick it up.
So that took me some getting used to. If you guys know me, have been around the channel for a while, you know that I love spotting and love figuring ways to get people up obstacles and stuff like that. So that was a
roll through it.
A learning curve was with rear steer. But again, I'm not an expert by any means, but it's been a fun, learning experience. So we got Patrick making it look easy, just rolling through it there. Again, this is Patrick's own design, own build. This is his first off-road rig. And he has done a pretty dang good job with that thing. He started traveling a lot more with Crazy Scott. So getting some more seat time and experience under his belt, which has been helping.
Right there.
So this is a little farther up the trail, Big Johnson. Big tree that got taken down right there in one of the windstorms that we had. Giving a couple more obstacles to the trail.
Get that big log right there.
You can see Tim working his way through there.
That'll do.
I think that's what I had to do last time.
I said Kyle just working that rear steer just smooth as butter. Patrick making his way through, as you guys can hear when he switches gears here. Fresh new shifter in that. I know he was talking about trimming it so it's not so pronounced.
Get that big log to roll over.
At first I thought he had switched to like a rotary shifter, just how fast it's and prominent the clicks were, but nope, just a new shifter in there. So still moving our way up Big Johnson here. This is kind of getting to part of the trail where people start to have some troubles. Not that people don't have troubles at the beginning of this trail, but yeah, this is where on another spot
Right
where people have more troubles.
You might have to whomp it.
There you go, Kyle. Tim, I hit you with a wampet. Again. So there's this is kind of like the exit of Big Johnson, the entrance of Bigger Johnson. This is a very tricky corner. If you guys watch the channel for a while, you've seen Crazy Scott roll his buggy here. First time I made it up
Driver in the rear.
that rock on the driver's side, right by Kyle's tire right now. I had to put my front tire up on top of that, and it was sketchy. That rock right there in the back is perfectly spaced just to, it messes you up.
Passenger front. And then driver rear. You're diffed out.
I'm real curious how big those rocks are underneath, like, the ground, just for the sheer fact of how many times that rock's been hit. And it doesn't move.
Straight. Come passenger with the rear. There you go. And you're right.
I smashed
You're out.
Patrick's like, yeah, I'm getting out of here.
He's coming out.
I can't even make it up this. But I don't.
Well, there's nothing for you to hit to feel where you're going.
Don't move now.
Smoking tire on the dirt. And then we dropped into double jeopardy, which is an exit, basically, or an entrance to jump into Bigger Johnson from like the core road there, and ran into this four-wheel steer Ranger. Custom
Four-wheel steer Ranger.
like tractor fenders in the back.
the Wapows.
Over the years, this has definitely gotten worked out and people have made their way up high here. That never used to be here. You always had to go down to the left or to the right here and up through that. You can see not a lot of people have done that anymore. He's working his way out. Just trying to get out here. So, if you guys are still here, I definitely appreciate you checking us out, checking out the video. I definitely hope to get out a little more and, you know, do some more full-size stuff. Because, man, I do miss it. But I do appreciate you guys checking us out, checking out the channel. If you have stuck around for this long, please like, subscribe, share if you saw some of your friends in here or something. But I definitely do appreciate you guys checking us out. Small channel, just trying to get, you know, work our way up. So, also go check out Neo Scott on YouTube, NEO_SCOT, for a lot more off-roading, big buggy stuff.
Right
so, and plenty of full sends. So that, again, that's NEO_SCOT. So go check them out. Thanks, guys. Until next time, get out and have your own adventures.